Guys, just look at this thing. Look how huge this is. Don't tell me this thing will not fill you up. What's going on, guys? My name is Ethan. Thanks for clicking on the video today. So not too long ago, I dropped my video where I only ate anabolic French toast for a week. It's called Commitment. And one of my meals in the video, I made the French toast a certain way. And upon request, I am gonna be making that recipe for you today. We're gonna be making French toast omelets today. And it's not cheese, it's not egg, peppers, and all that stuff. It's gonna be the French toast, but we're prepping it a certain way. A very simple recipe, but a delicious recipe that's enormous. It's huge. It's gonna be a very simple recipe. It's not gonna take long. It's one of my favorite ways of eating French toast. And if you haven't noticed through all my previous videos, I really like French toast. So we're gonna be doing that today. Guys, before we get started, please drop a like down below, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment if you have a suggestion for a video in the future. Without further ado, let's break down everything you're gonna need for this recipe. You are going to need whey protein. You can use any flavor you want. Today we're going to be using mocha cappuccino. As I say in all of my recipe videos, 647 bread. You can always use whatever bread you'd like, but you're going to be using a lot more calories. 40 calories a slice, use it. We're gonna be using 9 egg whites, but I'm gonna weigh them out for you as well because I know some of you just buy the carton of egg whites and you need a measurement. So I'll do that for you as well. You're gonna need cinnamon, Ecos Greek yogurt, Walden Farm syrup, 0-calorie sweetener. We're gonna be using Splenda today. Vanilla extract, and some fruit of your choice. I'm gonna be using blueberries and some bananas. Like I just mentioned, it's gonna be a pretty big recipe. You're gonna want the biggest pan you can find. This is my roommates, I hope they don't get mad. That's everything you're gonna need. Let's dive in. First thing you're gonna wanna do is take your food scale, throw a bowl on top, and hit 0. First things first, keeping it real simple, throw in 9 egg whites. It's gonna give you roughly 336 grams. A lot of people tell me that I should be just buying the carton of egg whites as opposed to separating each egg because it takes a little while. Now here's my dilemma with that. When you buy egg whites out of a carton, you're paying for convenience, so it's a little more expensive. When you buy whole eggs and just separate them and you take like 30 seconds to do it, you're saving a little bit of money. Like, not a significant amount, real like pennies essentially, but you know, we're balling on a budget here. Now you wanna add 1 scoop of protein or 32 grams. This step's optional. I think it adds a little bit of flavor, but if you don't like it, you don't gotta put it in. 1 gram of vanilla extract. Ooh. Ugh. I'm so used to licking my fingers whenever I get a little bit of food on them. And I just licked up a bunch of vanilla extract that dripped down my finger. I didn't even realize it. Oh God. 3 packets or 3 grams of an artificial sweetener. Like I said, we're using Splenda. Like I said, you can use whatever fruit you want, but for this particular recipe, we're gonna be using half a cup of blueberries. In this case, about 70 grams. Also optional, because we already have protein in there, I'm gonna put in 1 gram of cinnamon. That's everything you're gonna need in the bowl, just mix it up now. This is what you should end up with. I know it looks delicious. I know you just wanna drink this straight, obviously, but hold off, because now we gotta cook our skillet. Our omelet. Grab yourself 5 slices of bread. We're gonna mix them in the egg whites, and we're just gonna throw them all in the pan, all at the same time. We're gonna make sure it all sticks together. That's very important. You want your 0-calorie pan spray? Obviously it's not 0 calorie. We've been over this. Check my previous videos. That's all you're gonna need. Anything more and you're not being anabolic. You're gonna wanna soak all the bread and just lay all of it on the pan. Try to space it out as much as possible. That looks pretty good right there. Because of the amount of egg white we used, we have a lot left over. All you gotta do now is dump the rest of it right over the bread. Get every last bit of it. You're gonna wanna just kind of stir the pan around a little bit so the whites can actually cook a little more evenly. So this might be the worst pan in the history of everything. So I am going to attempt to flip this. It's not going as smoothly as I thought it would, but we're gonna try, okay? So, okay. Oh my God, bro. I need a new pan. This sucks. So I just went out, I got another pan, so we're gonna try this again. That's a bar. Okay, we're back to where we were. Okay, we're ready for the second attempt. Guys, if you could please like the video, I'm going through it right now. That would mean a lot, all right? Drum roll, please. Let's go! I dropped one blueberry. I don't even care. Guys, look at the size of this thing. Pray for our fallen soldier. Guys, this thing is bigger than my head. And I got a really big head. Like a really, really big head. This is the biggest plate in my house. And you can hardly even tell it's on one. You just see the whites around the edge. This thing is enormous. Now that the headache is out of the way, grab your Greek yogurt and just smear it on one half of the omelet. Now, like I said, you can use whatever fruit you want, whatever topping you choose to put in. I'm going with the blueberries and I'm going with the banana as well. I'm gonna take the banana, I'm gonna chop it up on top. I'm gonna take the Walden Farms syrup, I'm gonna put a little bit on the inside, just a light drizzle. Now take a fork or a spatula, whatever you're gonna use, cut the top, cut the bottom. Now you're gonna tuck your fork underneath. Oh, this banana's trying to escape. And you just wanna fold the entire thing right like this. Guys, just look at this thing. Look how huge this is. Don't tell me this thing will not fill you up. I did not imagine this would give me so much trouble. I always make this and it usually takes me no more than 5 minutes, maybe 10, not even. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta have the right equipment in the kitchen. And I was unprepared today. I apologize. I'm gonna have a few bites, I'm gonna tell you what I think, and then I'm gonna give you all the calories and macros shortly after. But first, gotta put a little more syrup on. Always. Dude, there's no calories in Walden Farms syrup. It's free flavor. There is no way most of you are gonna finish this in one sitting. There's a good chance most of you are probably gonna have about half, maybe even 3/4, and put the rest in a Tupperware for later. Tons of fiber, crazy protein content. You're gonna see it shortly, but it's ridiculous how big this thing actually is. Takes up my whole plate. I'm done talking, man. It's time for the taste test. Cheers. Guys, I'm telling you, if you don't like anabolic French toast, you wouldn't have clicked on the video. We made a giant round piece of French toast and loaded it up with fruit, yogurt. This recipe kind of reminds me of anabolic ice cream just because of its crazy volume. It's like 3 inches off the plate, stretches the entire span. It's ridiculous. I don't know if the camera really does justice as to how big this thing really is. Until you try it in person and actually make it on one of the biggest pans you got, a non-stick pan. Get a good pan. It tastes that much better knowing I went through what I did to actually cook it. I've had this like 10 or 15 times because I only thought of it a few weeks ago. But since then, I cook it almost every day. This is like my new way of making French toast essentially. But I'm so used to making it, it only takes me like 5 minutes to make. The headache I went through today, falling on the floor, the fruit, the egg just going all over the floor, the counters, dude. I really struggled today. I promise you're not gonna go through that as long as you spare no expense on the pan you use, because that'll make all the difference. But I ran and got another one that actually works. Simple to make. It's essentially French toast, but you use a few more egg whites to cook it all together so it makes one big. As for the one over there that I screwed up, I didn't waste it. I cooked the rest of it up. I stirred it around in the pan and made French toast scrambled eggs, and I'll probably eat it tomorrow or something. But tonight I'm eating this freaking omelet, man, and wow, I'm starting to get full. All right, let's break down the nutrition. Calories, macros. We are looking at 694 calories. We're looking at 6.5 grams of fat, 112 grams of carbs, 84 grams of protein, and 42 grams of fiber. If this ain't anabolic, I don't know what the hell is. I've eaten less than half, and I'm pretty dang full, man. Not even lying to you. I was really hungry prior to this. I only had one meal, one right after I worked out, because I wasn't hungry this morning. I always eat before I work out, but I wasn't that hungry, and I wasn't gonna force feed myself, so I just worked out. It was really good. but right after that I had my only meal today, and it's already like 5 p.m. So this is the second time I've eaten today. I've only had half of it. So all the nutrition and macros I just gave you, cut it in half. That's probably what you're gonna be consuming. Just over 300 calories of food. Oh man, bro. Those of you that decide to try this recipe out, take a picture of it, send it to me, and try making your own different combinations. Maybe put a different fruit in there, different protein powder. Maybe you want to use a different quantity of eggs, extracts, whatever you choose to do with it. Customize it, make it pretty, make it bigger, make it smaller, make it to your liking. I don't really care. It's all personal preference. I am really full right now, and I should probably stop eating this because I don't force feed. It's not a good idea, but it tastes so good. I'm not trying to hype it up just because it's my recipe. It's genuinely delicious to me, and I wouldn't have made a video about it. I wouldn't have been doing all this and gone through all that if I didn't believe this was a freaking incredible recipe. I caught myself. I almost dropped the F-bomb. I think it's an absolute freaking cheat code for dieting. Everybody loves French toast. You guys love French toast. I adore French toast. I made so many videos dedicated to French toast. Actually, I think I only have like 2. But still, I always have French toast. It's been my breakfast for 9 months at least, 10 months. I'm loyal. But like I said, if you guys decide to try it at home, send me a picture, tag me on Instagram, and show me the combinations you come up with, because I'm curious. I mean, there's a million ways to do this. I'm stuffed. I'm ridiculously full. I'm calling it here, guys. I'm done for today. If you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate it. You guys can throw a like down below, share the video, show a little bit of love to the channel. We're growing really fast, man, and I gotta say, I'm blown away by it. You guys have been a great support system, and I wanna keep pushing out content like this. I'm having the time of my life. I really am. The feedback you guys give me has just been so awesome. I'm getting suggestions, I'm getting questions, I'm getting recommendations. I even got people reviewing my freaking recipe in their videos. I feel like Greg Doucette a little bit. Not even close, dude. Look at the sub count. But one day, but I'm done for today. I'm out of here. You guys take care of yourselves. Tune in next time. Peace.